You're listening to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon, presented by 92.9 Tom FM, an iHeart radio station.
Hello, and welcome to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon. I am Kyle McMahon. It is episode 8. I am so stoked about that. We are growing every single week. And I am really, really excited to have my friend Sarah Fraser. Hey, Frase.
Hi, Kyle. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am so good. I'm so excited to be on your show.
I'm so excited to have you. This is so awesome. You are so fun to watch. I'll watch it on the live stream when I can, and tell everybody where we can see you, first of all.
Oh, Lord. Well, Kyle, you're being sweet. As you know, I am crazy, like over the top, always in trouble. So I have a show called Hey Frase. It's a podcast show that you can get iTunes, on Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere that podcasts are distributed. But we also stream the show every Monday and Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. And my Facebook page is at Hey Frase Podcast. And I'm sure you'll give everybody the spelling, but it's Hey, F-R-A-S-E. So, we go live, and we're all about pop culture and listener submissions and, of course, our crazy live.
Yes, and it is so much fun to watch you and the show and to follow you on Twitter and social. You're amazing. I love it.
Well, ditto. I feel the same about you.
Oh, thank you.
I can't wait to get into all the pop culture today.
Yes, there is so much going on right now. It is unbelievable. So our first segment is called What's Out? What we do for that is a little, it depends on the week. This week, there's really not that much out. The only major movie that's out is called They Shall Not Grow Old. It's that new Peter Jackson documentary.
Yes. This looks incredible, by the way.
It really does. And Peter Jackson is a genius. I love him so much.
Well, the film, okay, so, and Kyle, jump in here, but essentially the film is about World War I, but he's taking a lot of images, like short video clips, and has restored them to almost bring to life the men that were serving, people of that time, like in a whole nother way, right? So the audiences are just blown away.
Exactly. And that's what I think is so interesting about what he's done with it, is that, he's really kind of refreshed it for our generation, because we have a tendency in our culture and our generation to kind of, sometimes blow by things that are important to world history and American history. And he's kind of refreshed it to make it more appealing, for our short attention spans, kind of.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I'm really curious about it. And I think you're absolutely right. In 2019 now, sometimes we kind of get lost in a lot of ways how great we have it. And, World War I, World War II generation, our grandfathers, many of them served. And it's like, all the sacrifices they made, it's great to see that reminder and then brought to life in this creative way. So it's coming to the United States, like widespread release in the next couple of weeks, and I'm really excited to see that. Yeah,
it should be awesome. And then there's really no major music coming out this week, no big albums. It's kind of the dead time, really, in music. It's kind of a graveyard for new releases in that respect.
Right.
So anyway, so that is our extremely short version of what's out this week. So our next segment is what we consume this week.
Woo! I'm adding the cheer. I'm adding the woo!
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Okay.
So
and that clap, baby.
Yeah. So what did you consume this week?
Well, I loved looking at your show sheet. I've watched the Fyre documentaries.
Oh my!
I know. I have so many thoughts, and a huge documentary. Also watched the Netflix documentary on Avicii, which is so good. I highly recommend. Incredible talent, but so, it just goes to show you like how if you don't have that work-life balance, and I feel like self-care is so important now to everybody in every industry, but unfortunately for Avicii, it seems like he never was able to get there with that.
Yeah, and it's, I haven't seen that, and now that you say that, it's been on my queue, but I haven't checked it out. I'm going to watch it this week. I've been meaning to, and you kind of just refresh that. But
yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah, you are absolutely right with that. And I watched the Netflix Fyre documentary, and wow, we got to talk about that for Hot Clips because there is a whole lot of mess going on there.
Oh, the Fyre docs are unbelievable. I think, spoiler alert for your audience, but, the biggest thing is, to me, is walking away from those and asking myself, how much true involvement did rapper Ja Rule really have?
Yeah.
Because he's certainly, he's never gone to jail. He's never been arrested. He's never been indicted. And as everybody knows, Billy McFarland, who's the other personality that organized Fyre, is serving 6 years in jail. So
right.
That's crazy because I totally appreciate their drive to create this amazing music festival. But at the same time, obviously, Billy was well aware of who he was scamming to do that.
Absolutely. And what's interesting about that is that, so I got invited by them. I got this weird email, a year, however long, 2 years back, and they weren't paying me. Okay. Which I mean, I'll go to the
no.
I'll go to the opening of an envelope. I mean, let's be honest here. But they were paying for all.
I love that.
They're paying for all of the accommodations and for me to get there and all that stuff. So I gave thought to it. I was like, wow, going to the Bahamas, blah 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 blah. But I'm not a big flyer, and I go in periods of driving everywhere, and then I'll go through periods of being fine to fly. That was in one of my periods of not flying. And that could not have been a better time to not fly because I would have never, ever flown again. I would have been so traumatized. I would have been, trapped on this island. I mean, it's terrifying.
Oh, my God. Yeah, both those documentaries were, just so eye-opening and so crazy to see how, just how it all went wrong, but also the brilliant marketing behind it. And I always call it Fry Festival, by the way, so I hope all of your listeners can relate.
A Fry Festival sounds amazing, though.
Right? I think it should have been a Fry-up. Look, if anyone is listening and has not watched it, they need to. It's so good. And, you'll just be mind blown. And, of course, the Hulu one is worth watching because it dives into more of Billy's past and how he sort of became this scammer. And then I think the Netflix one is amazing because you see that obviously Billy had some people who were willing to apparently get down on their knees and give blowjobs to make sure they all had water. I hope this is pre-recorded.
Yeah, it is. That was insane.
Oh my God, that's my favorite quote. And as you know, it's become a meme.
Yes.
Amazing.
I mean, that is really the takeaway, I think, from the documentary.
I mean, doesn't that make you ask yourself, have you ever worked for someone that you're willing to basically, suck blank for water? I mean, that's a true employee.
Exactly. There are still dedicated employees out there.
Yeah. Who says that? Yeah, they don't have dedicated people.
Right. Okay. So I'm trying to think of what else I consumed this week. Oh, so I had never seen Will and Grace. I had seen an episode, clips here and there, or my mom would be watching it or whatever. And it came up on my Hulu recommendations, and I've been trying to dedicate a few hours to downtime and just, working at home and that sort of thing. And so I was like, you know what, I'll throw this on. It is hysterically funny.
Really? Okay, confession. I have to tell you, I've never really watched an entire season either, so now you've inspired me. I am going to go watch. I don't know how I kind of missed that. I've always seen some funny clips, but now I got to get on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it is, I'm like, where have I been the past 20 years or however long it's been out? I don't know how I didn't watch it, but it is really hysterical. Really hysterical.
Okay, well, I'm on board now. Thank you, Kyle.
Oh, of course.
Tips from Kyle.
All right, so I have a surprise game with you. For you.
Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. I'm horrible at games. Terrible.
Well, it is America's favorite game, Gary Coleman or Gary Oldman.
Oh, my God. Gary Coleman or Gary Oldman. Okay. I love Gary Coleman. Love R.I.P. So, okay.
All right. So I have quotes for you, and I'd like you to say if it's Gary Oldman or Gary Coleman.
Okay, got it.
Okay. At the Oscars, if you didn't vote for 12 Years a Slave, you were a racist.
Gary Coleman or Gary Oldman? I'm going to say Gary Oldman.
Correct. Gary Oldman is correct.
Yes! Yeah!
Reality TV to me is the museum of social decay.
I am going to say Gary Oldman on that one.
Yes, you are correct. I don't have any friends and don't have any intention of making any.
I'm going to say, is this Gary Oldman? I'm going to say Gary Oldman as well.
Oh, it's actually Gary Coleman on that one.
Oh, my God. I was like on a roll. Okay. Damn.
I have lifestyle requirements: photos, meetings, lunches, dinners, facial care, tooth care. It requires an exorbitant amount of money.
You're killing me now. I'm going to say Gary Coleman.
Yes, Gary Coleman.
Yeah. All right.
You choose your friends by their character and your socks by their color.
Gary Coleman.
Gary Oldman, actually.
Oldman, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what I meant. Oh, no. This is confusing. I lost by default of confusion of names.
We'll give it to you. My passion and energy get mistaken for anger.
Oh, Coleman, for sure. Gary Coleman.
That was actually Gary Oldman, believe it or not.
Damn it. I hate this game so much, Kyle. I'm over it.
Well, I mean, everybody gets them confused. I think it's just, I think it's just absolutely nowhere. And the final one, 15,
okay, here we go.
15 concubines ain't nothing to sneeze at.
I'm going to go with Gary Coleman.
Yes, you are correct. It is Gary Coleman. Oh, okay, that wasn't the right sound effect,
yes,
but...
yes. Okay, I'm doing my little victory dance here at my office. All right. Yes.
That is awesome. So that is America's favorite new game that everybody's playing, Gary Coleman or Gary Oldman. So.
Oh, my God, I freaking love it. You know, I had to actually kind of Google quickly Gary Oldman, which is terrible. He's been in, like, every superhero movie. How awful.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, he has been in everything, and, like, but you don't really think about it. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Terrible.
I'm the same way. All right. So this is a all hot clips episode because of you, our very special guest. So we talked about the Firefly. There I go again. The Fyre Festival documentary.
I'm with you. It's the worst name.
It really is.
Name.
Did you see that Backstreet Boys this week will have their first #1 album in 20 years?
I love this. I'm a huge Backstreet Boys fan. I think they are so smart that they continue to get together. There's absolutely, for a boy band, there is strength in sticking with the pack. And Don't Go Breaking My Heart, I think it's a great song. I love to see them doing so well.
Yes, I love that song too. And Don't Go Breaking My Heart, actually, so it hit 63 on the Hot 100, and it hit number 9 on the Adult Pop Songs chart, which is their first ever top 10 on that chart, which I actually thought was really strange.
Yeah, me too. You would have thought they would have hit that sooner. You know what I mean? Like earlier in their career.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it hit number 18 on the pop chart, and that's actually their first top 20 since 2005, which I also, I think that's incredible.
Wow. That is, it's really, really cool because the guys have got to be, in their 40s? They're getting, it's got to be.
One of them, I think, is pushing 50 at this point.
Okay, which one? We definitely know there is one that's 50 years old.
Yeah, there's got to be. I think Kevin is the older one, right?
Well, Kev, I mean, he's still rocking it. And I mean,
absolutely.
The amount of money they have brought in is unbelievable.
It is. And I think it's so good to see, kind of a resurgence with boy bands. I mean, that, you and I met through the LFO tour. And it was incredible, the response that we got at these venues. I'm saying we, like I was in the boy band, that LFO got, at these venues. I mean, these people have been fans of, and I got to meet a lot of them, and they still go to Backstreet shows and New Kids on the Block and O-Town.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it really like kind of brings, I think, good feelings. You kind of remember where you were when their first songs were out and earlier songs were out. And it's really, I think just kind of brings good vibes. You know what I mean?
Yes, I totally agree with you. It's you just are so nostalgic, as you know and remember those songs that, especially in middle school, I feel like those songs that were just chart toppers were just they stick with you forever. Like you said, they're just great memories.
Absolutely. Like I can literally do the Bye 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 dance like step by step to this day. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, it is so true. It's so true. And LFO is one of those bands that's just seared in your mind. And I'm so sorry for your loss too, because it was just terrible. For everything.
Thank you. Yeah. It's been a incredible.
I know.
It's unbelievable, and Brad is so strong. And for those of you who may not know, Rich Cronin passed. From LFO, and then just recently we lost Harold Devin Lima. So Brad is the last remaining living member of LFO, and he's still kind of trying to decide what he's doing in regards with his life, because these were his brothers.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, just so sad to see Devin pass. And, when I met you at Fox 5 here in DC, and, Devin was there and Brad was there, it was just like, you had no idea. He looked great. And then I think shortly after that was either when you all had got news, I think that either the cancer was back or was there. So, it's just unfortunately like this terrible reminder though about how, everything can change in a minute. And we do have to live in the present.
Absolutely.
You don't know. And my heart goes to Brad, and it was awesome to meet you guys that day.
Yeah, yes, it was. I mean, that was one of my most memorable moments of the entire tour, was hanging out with you at the studio. I mean, it was just a blast.
Oh, we had a good time.
Absolutely. So did you see that Mackenzie, and I can never pronounce her name, Hackensack or whatever, she plays young Kate on This Is Us. She was selling Girl Scout cookies at the SAG Awards.
Damn, that girl is like, talk about an entrepreneur. She's already lining up her next gig. She's like, look, when this Is Us run is done, who knows as a child actor what the hell I'm going to get? So I'm living off this Girl Scout cookie money. I thought that chick, she was on fire. Chris Rock bought from her. I think everybody did. John Legend, brilliant. And you know what I like, too, is that she's also holding on to her childhood, because I think we all see that the path for child actors can be really, really difficult. So I love that her parents are like, hey, be involved in this, opportunity, and I thought it was awesome.
You know what? That's really interesting, because when I originally saw that, I was like, oh my God, like, come on, you're selling girls. But you just totally changed my mind with that sentence. That was honestly where you said she's, holding on to her childhood. Like, as a child actor, you don't get a lot of opportunities like that. And how, so she is doing something that normal 11-year-old girls do.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot crap on her. I mean, she has no friends her old age aside from that Girl Scout troop. Like,
right.
I mean, honestly, otherwise she's going to hang out with everybody on This Is Us, and they're like, how old?
Right.
They're like 20 years older than her. So, no, get those badges, girl. Get your butt out there. Get that rainbow badge. Get that cookie badge. Work it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, that's actually a really great point. I'm glad you said that. The thing that did disappoint me, though, was she only made $500. Like, some of these people couldn't have been like, I'll buy everything you got. You know what I mean? Like,
they're stingy in Hollywood. We know that.
Yeah.
Please. They want everything for free. They're at these Golden Globes. They're at all these award shows, right? You go there, the swag bags are $30,000, and this kid's hustling them for money? Hell
right.
No.
Right, for $5 cookies.
Wrong audience. Right. But I admire. You're like, wait a minute, these didn't come in our gift bags and our swag bags? I don't think so.
They're like, who is this tiny person that is trying to make me put out money? What is going on?
Yeah.
Rent Live. Did you watch it?
Oh, wait, say it again. Did I watch what?
Rent Live.
I did not watch Rent. I thought it was ridiculous that they even picked Rent. I mean, here's my thing with this, and I saw it had the lowest ratings, I think, of any kind of live Broadway to live show that they've done. Last year they did what? Was it Mary Poppins? Or no, it was Peter Pan.
Peter Pan,
right?
Yeah.
Look, I think with Rent, everybody loved it. That was like one of the first big shows on Broadway. How many years ago?
Right.
I mean, 20, when you and I were kids.
Right.
Like 20, and I mean, we're only early 30s, really. I mean, it was like when we were basically born.
Exactly.
But I thought it was a bad choice. I don't know why they didn't pick something hot. I mean, Book of Mormon. Like, do Book of Mormon.
Yeah,
live.
that would have been
Something
awesome.
that people are into. I thought Rent was a poor choice.
So did I, and I think it's I've actually never seen the show, but I know the one song, and I've read the synopsises of it, and it seems like it's really a product of its time. Like, it seems like it would be really super relevant when it came out.
Right.
But
I agree.
AIDS, because from what I understand, a lot of it has to do with the AIDS epidemic, and
Yep.
we're in a different place now with AIDS, where it's much more. It's not as devastating of a diagnosis as maybe it was 20 years ago.
Yep.
And so
Agreed.
it might be lacking that, and this is from somebody who hasn't seen it, but it might be lacking that power that it might have had before. It's kind of like you said, like you kind of missed the boat with the timing of that one.
Yeah. I mean, you need a show on HPV. I mean, everybody's battling HPV now. That's
Right.
what we need. I mean, come on. That's the one we're trying to keep under control. We've all got it.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. They didn't miss. I need to write a musical on that.
You should. You will be a trailblazer. HPV the musical.
That and our Adderall addictions. I mean, really, that's what we should have done. I mean, that should have been the show, our Adderall addictions,
Yeah.
and then the show would have gone on all night. We wouldn't have been able to turn it off. We would have been so high on our Adderall.
HPV and Adderall.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
amazing.
Hope that makes that to air. Hope this makes it to air.
Absolutely. That's a keeper. Did you see that Netflix had to warn users about calling Ted Bundy hot?
Yes, I did. Look, I tried to watch this on Netflix. Obviously, Zac Efron's also coming out, in a film about Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy, serial killer, killed more than 30 women. And he was just the atypical serial killer at the time. Handsome, was trying to be an attorney, looked like he was super together, had a family, and, come to find out, of course, he's crazy murderer. So I couldn't even get through the documentary, but I do think that Netflix did the right thing by putting up a warning.
Yeah, and I can't even watch it. I don't like real serial killer stuff. Now, if it's I'm a huge horror buff, so anything horror I'm into. But and one of my friends, Christina, who actually has been on the show, she said to me, because she was talking about watching it, and she was like, "You don't watch it? You love horror?" And I'm like, "But that's like real life. I don't like real life stuff."
Yeah, I don't need to be thinking about a guy that I was potentially going to see as my attorney who murders every woman and was
Exactly.
necrophiliac. Like,
exactly.
This is like a little too. I thought it was very intense on Netflix. I don't know. Nothing surprises me. I think there's sadly like people are. People make light of everything. It's R. Kelly jokes. And I understand there can be definitely comedy and tragedy. I just think that a lot of Ted Bundy's victims, their family members have come forward. And, it's so hard for those families. And I totally empathize both ways. Yeah, it's kind of an odd obsession to me, I think, with that, that you just haven't seen in Making a Murderer, The Keepers. You just haven't seen that kind of I don't know, physical interest, I think, from people about, someone that was so evil.
Yeah, and then it makes me wonder, who are these people that not only watch this documentary and then decide to tweet like, Ted Bundy's hot. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of weird. Not to,
I know.
I don't judge, but that's
I think
weird.
Too, don't you think in life it's context? I mean, I think for them, a lot of those people have probably never had tragedy like that hit. God forbid it ever does. But I think, you just don't have the context to put it all into perspective.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they actually had to release a statement on Twitter, and they said, "I've seen a lot of talk about Ted Bundy's alleged hotness, and I would like to gently remind everyone that there are literally thousands of hot men on the service, almost all of whom are not convicted serial murderers." And that's like a pretty powerful statement from Netflix when they have to say something like that.
Hey, look, it's crazy to see that people still write Scott Peterson, who you guys remember. Remember, he's in jail for killing his pregnant wife.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Scott Peterson is one of those people, the Menendez brothers. I mean, those guys have married women, the Menendez brothers have, that wrote them jail bail. You know, and Scott Peterson still gets marriage offers. I believe he's dating somebody that so you're like, guys, P.S., these people murdered loved ones in cold blood.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, on some relatively good news, Victoria...
Different note.
Victoria Beckham says she feels left out of the Spice Girls tour, which I find interesting because it's her choice not to do it.
Well, I can see this one in a couple ways. First of all, I think you probably have read this over the years. Victoria Beckham's stage fright has gotten even worse.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah. She's openly talked about that a couple times in various interviews. She's always had stage fright, but it definitely has gotten to a level. She says that it's hard for even her to go on stage and accept an award.
Wow.
So, in that regard, I have a lot of empathy for her because I think that, she'd love to be there if she kind of had the confidence. And of course, look, she's also got a very successful fashion line. There's a lot going on. But, way to crap on another person, Kyle, and I'll bring it back to...
I feel awful now.
Way to trash the kids, and now Victoria Beckham.
Right.
Thanks a lot. No. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Look, I'm with you. She did make that decision. She could easily be there. And quite frankly, I think there's a lot they could do to accommodate her stage fright. It's just like Christopher Knight of New Kids on the Block. He's sort of worked through it. He's also, been very open that he has stage fright. So I'm sure she's missing out because probably, you're torn. But yeah, ultimately you're right, Kyle. She made that choice. And let's be honest, she's rich. She's married to David Beckham. I think all things are good.
Yeah. I mean, and she seems very successful with her fashion line, and she has like 17 kids, I believe. So
that exact number, yes.
Exactly. So, I think she's doing pretty well. But I didn't know, and that's really incredible, that she had stage fright. One of the reasons I love Sia so much is because, she's talked about her anxiety so openly and how she fought it, and that part of the reason, part of it was she wanted to be more anonymous, but part of the reason that she has, worn eccentric wigs and that sort of thing was because of the anxiety. So I love people who openly speak about things like that. We all need to speak more about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, nothing would be more frightening to me than singing in front of 50,000 people. Oh my God. I'd be off key the entire time, and I'm sure my underwear would be hanging out. So I can totally understand.
Mine's always hanging out, so it's fine. And then the Real Housewives of New York City trailer. Have you seen the new trailer?
I have not. I've only seen little snippets. I saw a little highlight that Bethany Frankel is going to be addressing, of course, her boyfriend that passed away suddenly. So, of course, I watch all the Housewives series, so I will be tuning in.
So I used to watch them. My mom was a huge fan. So when I lived there, I would watch them. My dad would be like, okay, I'm going upstairs. And, I'd come in and she'd have it on and I'd get sucked in. But then when I moved out, I kind of, got out of it. But I saw the trailer for the new one and the new season. And it is
so good.
Balls to the wall insanity.
I actually think I might have seen it. I think they're falling over. No, I think that's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's so hard to tell. And my boyfriend always says to me, let me guess, they're all going to fight and then eventually make up. I'm like, hon, stop. It's a good scene.
All right. Well, Sarah, thank you. I cannot thank you enough for coming and hanging out with us. This has been absolutely incredible.
Kyle, I adore you. You're so talented. I love seeing your work, 4th of July, Capitol, Festival. You're always interviewing all the celebs. You're everywhere where the celebrities are. You've had an amazing career yourself, managing LFO, going on tour. I'm just so grateful to be in your realm and your sphere, and I love surrounding myself with people that are, reaching for the top, and you are. So I'm really honored to be here. I hope your listeners will check out Hey Frase podcast, and please, the next time you're in D.C., come be on the Hey Frase podcast. I can't wait to have you. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And thank you. It is an honor to know you. Like I said, I live stream it whenever I can. I love it. It's just, you guys have got to, and we're going to have all of your links in the show notes, but you guys have got, you.
I love your endorsement. Oh my God. You're such a sweetheart. And please, please, please send me the links to the show. I will blast it out to all my people. I'll be talking about it. Adore you. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Sarah. And I will talk to you very soon.
You got it, hon. Bye.
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 How amazing is Sarah Fraser? She is a pleasure to know. I am honored to know her. She is so much fun. Her show is so much fun. Her work with Fox DC5, so much fun. Her live streams are hysterical. She's just an awesome, amazing person. She's incredibly smart. She knows her pop culture stuff. She's all into personal development. She's so cool. You've got to follow Sarah Fraser. And we'll have all of her links in the show notes, so make sure to check them out. And guess what? We're now on iTunes, so we're on Apple Podcasts. And so please make sure you subscribe, whether it's on the iHeartRadio app or Apple Podcasts, and give us a review. Reviews really help us. I will be reading some reviews starting with the next episode. So follow us on Twitter at PopCulturePodCA, at PopCulturePodCA on Twitter, and at Pop Culture Weekly on Facebook. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you next week.
You're listening to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon, presented by 92.9 Tom FM, an iHeart radio station.